Hello, welcome back. My name's Jason Delgado. This is the Orsini Studios. Welcome to episode 8 of the ReUp. Today, we're going to be talking about seizing opportunities, making the most of the moment. The door only cracks. You got to kick the rest of the way open. Let's go. Anyway, I've heard this stuff. It's a lot of mumbo jumbo, but a lot of it is true. So we try to soak up where we can. In any case, welcome. This is episode 8 of the ReUp. This is a real thing now. We're real. More than 7. That makes it real, right? Anyway, my name is Jason Delgado. This is the Orsini Studios, and this is the ReUp, a show where I discuss sort of my rise through the rankings of the plebeians to comedy professionalism, out of the day job into the dream job. And it's kind of like the struggles, the triumphs, the pitfalls, all that stuff on the way towards, trying to make your dreams come true. Getting out of the regular type life and into the life you always wanted. And I figured I'd talk about it with you, if you're listening. Anyway, my name is Jason Delgado. As I said before, we do this every week, or try to. We've been good, though. 8 in a row. It's a real thing now. Anyway, keep it going. Knock on fake wood. In any case, this episode I wanted to talk about opportunities. If you'll notice, I'm about to take one now. This beautiful shirt I am wearing and other cool fine gear can be purchased by you in support of the show at reupgear.com. It's pretty cool. Comes in many colors. Makes a great gift. But anyway, I wanted to talk this week about opportunities. I just took an opportunity there to plug my wares. But, it's one of the things that I think is tough for me just to kind of, just try to make the most of opportunities. Sometimes I feel like, is it worth it? Do I drive that far? Do I have to go through all that to do this thing? And you're kind of weighing out these things. Like, I do all this thing just for this one little thing. Is it worth it? And I kind of wanted to kind of talk about my, not necessarily the struggles with it, I would say, but also kind of what I use to conquer those thoughts that are not correct. Always seize every opportunity. As they say, the door only cracks. You have to kick it open the rest of the way. But yeah, I have friends who I don't want to name names, but he's a comedian. He goes to the Comedy Store. He does a set, and then he gets booked to do a show at the Comedy Store, the world famous Comedy Store. And before the show, he runs into somebody there who is somebody of note, and that person tells him, "Yeah, I saw your set, and I don't plan on booking you, so deal with that." And he just walks away. And my friend was like, "Oh my God, what do I do? That isn't even worth it anymore." And I encouraged the opposite. I was like, don't listen to that stuff, man. It's always worth it to do what you love, seize the opportunity. And he crushed. Had one of the best shows he ever had at the Comedy Store, world famous Comedy Store, which yours truly has not even performed at yet. So, again, push past that negative stuff, push past the naysayers, and do it. But the point is, he seized an opportunity. I think the reason he was able to probably crush harder is because that guy was like, and he now had to double down on making the most of that opportunity, taking that energy and pushing it out and making the crowd laugh, which is a huge deal at a world famous Comedy Store. So I was very happy for him, and it really kind of inspired me to talk about, because that's, happens to me all the time. Me and this comedian friend, we went to another comedy place I won't name, but they have an open mic where they pick names from a hat. And we're sitting in this long line out in the rain waiting to put our names in the hat. And there's a guy at the door who's like, I don't even know why you're doing this. You're probably not going to get on. Nobody ever gets on. What are you guys? Nobody's? No, you're not going to get on. And we put our name in, and yours truly got on. They pulled my name from a hat as if deemed from the universe above to stick with it. Seize opportunities. As soon as they say no, that's when it's probably more likely to push through. It's just like video games. The more bad guys you run into, the closer you're getting to the boss. But I feel like that attitude, that sort of like, taking those little naysay moments and pushing through them, hugely important, I think, because even if you don't get called up, or even if you fail, or even if they never do it, at least you didn't let it be that voice or that other entity, naysaying you. You seized an opportunity to make the most of a moment, despite, even when they doubled down on the naysay, making the opportunity to just push through. Another seize opportunity moment that I had this week that I want to talk about was I did a little Top Gun acting. This week. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. I'm jasondelgado.com. No, that's my website. Instagram's just I'm Jason Delgado, or at I'm Jason Delgado. I'm learning the social network stuff. And my website's also imdelgado.com. There's so many options to find me and listen to me again. But no, one of the things that I had that I was kind of, always a little bit, because I've made directed movies and sort of, wrote movies and, put together little things, but never done any real acting, which is an odd thing. I did little acting here and there. But, and I do for support. If you support, please watch Support. But I do acting in Support. But it's more voices, stuff like that. But to be on camera, to be in front of camera, I was kind of a little bit, I don't know. I was like, yeah. Do I look okay? I don't know if it was that or if it was just more of like, I don't know, feeling silly about pretending to be somebody else. But in any case, I went and had a little dipping of the toe into the acting world and did a little commercial. I will show that here for your enjoyment. Hello?
Hey Joe, the draft is starting. Are you ready to draft?
I'm ready.
Okay, great. Be ready. You got the first pick.
Oh, yay.
What are you doing?
I'm drafting. Bless you.
Sorry, what are you doing?
I'm drafting.
That is not a draft. Let me show you a real draft. Just come with me here. Come on.
Please not.
Get offline and have a real draft party, only with Fantasy Bros. FantasyBrosShop.com.
So pretty fun. It was directed by the lady in the commercial, the main actress star, Sarah Schubert. Very, very talented. Very, very talented. Wrote, directed. Actually didn't write. It was made by the client. Directed, edited. Really put the thing together, and it was very fun, and I got to do a little acting, a little fun stuff with somebody else. But it was a moment that I took an opportunity to seize a moment, and I was like, you know what, I am going to act. I'm not going to let the sort of like, do I really want to act thing kind of get in the way. I'm going to push forward. And after doing it now, I'm going to pursue it more. I'm going to try to do more acting. I'm going to try to get some cool headshots and, maybe be like a voice in something, like, the Spanish fish in the Nickelodeon show or something cool like that. Yo soy fish, something fun that I can sort of use my talents to branch out, maybe be the mean principal on some show. Hey, you kids gotta get back to class. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to try. But it was seizing that opportunity and taking something that I was kind of about, or that I was sort of a naysay in my head, and pushing past it and making it something that I seized upon and now has spurred something new in me, which I think is kind of what you hope for when you try something new, that it spurs a thing in you. And you hate to try something new and be like, that was a waste of time. But, like horseback riding. Never going to happen again. But it just hurts my little... Anyway. But you try to do the best with the opportunities you have. And so it was nice to have recently these opportunities where they naysay you and you push past and you go through it. For example, recently another opportunity I took was to apply to a bunch of festivals, comedy festivals. And this week I got a nice in succession inbox rejection parade where every single festival rejected me. And did it within a day. Like Tuesday I got one, Wednesday I got one, Thursday I got one. So it was kind of, a little bit of a Debbie Downer. But I really do, I will say I am taking the opportunity to seize on that moment as I have flagged those emails and put them in their own little inbox so that one day I hope to look back on them with much glee and appreciation, for it would have pushed me past rejection to success. And I think using that sort of negative thing as an opportunity, because I'm not bitter, because I know, hey, there's a lot of talented people out there, but I do feel like, yeah, let that spur you on, man. Let that spur you on. Bookmark that. Flag that guy. And so I am using that to sort of spur me on and continue my pursuits. But yeah, like this, I think that naysaying sort of thing can a lot of times, I talked about it a little bit last week, but when you seize an opportunity to do the best of yourself. You know, you never lose. You know, like when that guy told my buddy, you're never going to get booked, and then he crushes. Yeah, just change the game, you know what I mean? Or when they tell me I'm not going to go up and then I wind up getting up, you know, now that, you know, that changes the game, you know. Something shifts in the world, the energy shifts and things are different, you know. When you shift and push for an opportunity, something pushes back. Everything is connected and in flux, even if I'm getting a little heebie-jeebie here, but it's true. And so I feel like whenever, especially when you get that negative, you got to go push past even double hard, because that's when it really, starts to kick in. Because then it's almost like the universe sort of hears you and goes like, oh, all right, cool, all right. He wasn't a chump, or so I'm told. But all these books about success that I sort of listened to and sort of sponge in, they all mention that same thing, and so far so good. I mean, you know, we're still kind of in the Bear Orsini studios, but we are, you know, making progress. Still booking shows, you know, still have some funny stuff. My new 5 minutes there, 4 minute 49-second stand-up special is now live with new material on the YouTube channel. And so, yeah, you know, it's always, you know, progressing, making progress, whether, you know, even if it's not financial or sort of in career, you know, I feel like each week I'm getting a little better at this, getting a little better at that. You know, still, you know, keeping things in a schedule, which is a success in of itself, man. Just maintaining a certain level is a success, man. Just to keep a continuity, man, continuity of service. So yeah, it's fun, and I think it's important that it stays fun, but it's also important that you know, I take these opportunities to make the most of it, even if it's a rough week or a good week, or they say no or they say yes. You know, stay the course, stay the path, seize those opportunities, because it's, you know, inches before gold, as they say. Don't stop inches before gold. But yeah, enough haranguing from me. This was a fun little just session talking about sort of, you know, trying to make the best of everything, pushing past those adversities. You know how we do. Flex positive, todo bien. In any case, thank you for joining me once again. My name is Jason Delgado. This was the ReUp, and we hope to see you on the next one.